This is the video you need to see before you sign absolutely everything. You've been looking at Miami condos, you have a listing right in front of you on your computer or perhaps on your cell phone. You're browsing online, which is perfectly fine, and you're running numbers, mortgage, HOA, what it's going to cost you every single month to have that property. But those numbers are wrong. Not because you're doing the math incorrectly. No, because the listing doesn't show you the real numbers, and your agent, your realtor, probably doesn't either. So I'm going to show you 5 things that are costing Miami condo buyers tens of thousands of dollars, and sometimes everything after they close. And these aren't options. These are the actual numbers from the 2026 Miami-Dade market data. Miami is a buyer's market right now. That part is 100% real. It is tangible. You can definitely see it and feel it. We have 13.4 months of condo inventory. Median prices down almost 10% year over year. And sellers are accepting 93 cents on the dollar, which is good for you as a buyer. But here's what we see every day that the headlines don't show you. A buyer's market doesn't protect you at all from what's inside the building. And right now, inside Miami-Dade's condo buildings, there are 5 things hiding that most buyers never see until it is unfortunately too late. One of these is changing very, very soon. So if you're buying a condo in Miami, or at least thinking about it, this is the video you need to see before you sign absolutely everything. Let's talk about the HOA, because the HOA fee on the listing is not your HOA fee. In 2021, Florida passed Senate Bill 4D after the Surfside collapse. Every single condo association in the state now has to fully fund decades of deferred maintenance that they have been legally avoiding for many, many years. And well, the result, Miami-Dade's median condo HOA fees has risen 59% since 2019. The median is now $900 a month. But here's the number that hits hardest. Building constructed between 2010 and 2019, the ones buyers think as modern, as safe, are sitting on the market on average 193 days, the longest of any building area, because buyers are finally doing the math on what those buildings actually cost to own. HOA fees running $1,500 to almost $3,000 a month, and that's before any special assessment. Now we have number 2, or truth number 2, which is the bill that arrives after you close. Let's talk about special assessments. One-time charges levy on every unit owner when the reserve fund can cover a required repair. And right now in Miami, hundreds of buildings are issuing them. Tens of thousands of dollars per unit, sometimes hundreds of $1,000s. Picture this. You close in September, you get the keys, you move in, and in December, you get a letter. The association needs $85,000, $100,000, $300,000 per unit for mandatory structural recertification, and those are mostly due in 90 days. And this is not a hypothetical. This is happening in Miami right now. The way to protect yourself: pull the board minutes, the reserve study, and any pending assessment notices before you make your offer. Most agents never do. Now, let's go to truth number 3, because your building may not be financeable. Your lender said you're approved and you're super happy. Here's what they haven't told you yet. Out of almost 3,000 condo buildings in Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County, only 20 or 21 of them are approved for FHA loan. Not 200, not 50. That's 21, not even 1%. And conventional financing isn't much better, because we're talking about over thousands of buildings that are on Fannie Mae unavailable list. They're flagged for structural safety concerns, inadequate reserves, or master insurance problems. And Florida is the only state in the country that requires 25% down, sometimes 30% on a limited review condo loan. Every other state usually is 10%. And on August of this year, Fannie Mae is eliminating the limited review option entirely. Hundreds of additional buildings lose conventional financing next month. We're talking about August. Keep that in mind. If you're financing a condo in Miami, the list of buildings you can actually get a loan on is very short. Pull that list before you fall in love with a particular building. Now let's talk about truth number 4, the number that never appears in the listing. There is a number that will not be on your listing sheet. Your agent or realtor won't even know it, and your mortgage broker doesn't know anything about it. We're talking about insurance because the national average for condo insurance is approximately $500 a year, $50, $60 per month. That's affordable. The same policy here could cost $3,000 a year, which is almost 500% of the national average. That's crazy, but that's only your personal policy, right? That doesn't include your share of the building master insurance policy, which has already doubled in the last 2 years. That share averages almost $400 a month, baked directly into your HOA fee. And the real combined insurance number on a standard Miami condo is close to $7,000 a year. On a $3 million unit, we're talking $30,000 to $50,000 annually just on insurance, not in the listing. Never in the listing, right? Now we go to truth number 5, which is the pre-construction deposit. A lot of buyers are moving into pre-construction to avoid all this. New building, new reserves, no Surfside legacy. That logic makes sense. But here's what the developer's contract says when you actually read it. And we already have that information on our website. 40 to 50% of your purchase price is due in stage deposits before construction completes. On a $3 million unit, $1.2 or $1.5 million locked up for 3 to 5 years. They're not invested, not earning anything. You're buying appreciation, right? You're completely locked. And Florida law protects the first 10% in a secure escrow account. The remaining 30 to 40%, the developer is legally permitted to spend it in construction immediately. And there is no mortgage contingency. If rates move during a 3-year delay, you close at the new rate or you forfeit every single dollar. The agent earning commission on that contract is not going to read you that clause, but it is everywhere. It is, in tiny letters. So talk to your attorney about it, all right? Here's what all this means to you. Miami is a buyer's market. Take advantage of that. The leverage is real. Prices are down, inventory is high, but a buyer's market doesn't make every deal a good deal. It means there are more deals to choose from. The buyers who get hurt in this market look at the listing price and never look inside the building financials. The buyers who win know which buildings have clean reserve studies. They know which ones are warrantable. They calculate real monthly costs, mortgage, HOA, insurance, tax, go to the worst case scenario, which is a special assessment before they make an offer. That information exists. It's just not on the listing sheet. And now you know what to ask for. Definitely, the Miami condo market in 2026 this year has a real opportunity. We see it every day, but the opportunity only exists for the buyer who sees the complete picture, not the one on Zillow, the real one. If you want to understand what this means for the specific building you're looking at, how to read financials, whether the numbers actually work or not, the way to start that conversation is in the description below.